everybody, I'm Nancy Deliso with 868 Estate Vineyards, and this is Carl DiManno.
I'm Carl DiManno with 868 Estate Vineyards. I'm the vineyard manager and winemaker here.
We're very excited today to bring you two of our wines that are going to be included in your Brambleton opportunity to taste some wine. And we're going to start first with our rosé. So, Carl, do you want to talk about the rosé while I pour? How about that?
Sure,
I'm good at
that sounds good. So we've made rosé here for a number of years, and this rosé is our typical house style. It's what we call a Saignée. So in our process of making red wine, we actually take some of the juice away from the grapes, the mash, and treat that as a white wine. That becomes our rosé. The idea being that as you take juice away from the mash, what's left will give you a more intense red wine. So it's very hard to grow grapes and make juice, so you don't want to just throw it away. So we make our rosé out of it, which has been very popular, and we've always been real happy with our rosé. And this year we've got a little over 200 cases available, which is our highest production ever. So we're excited about that and having people enjoy it.
What I like about this is a nice dry rosé, but I know some of you prefer sweet rosés. We do have that as well at the vineyard, but this is going to be a nice dry, crisp.
This is dry and crisp. This is, there is no residual sugar in this wine. Nancy mentioned our other rosé, our Canvas Pink. First time we've made an off-dry or sweet rosé. Slightly different process, but really a nice, pretty wine. We were tasting it last night, and people seem to really enjoy it.
And so what grapes are in here, Carl?
All of our Bordeaux reds. So we've got Merlot, we've got Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon, and a little bit of Petit Verdot in there as well. So as I mentioned, we're taking just a little bit of juice, 8-10% or so from when we start processing the red grapes, and we're just pulling it off as each different grape comes in and creating this blend of different red grapes to make our rosé.
What's nice about it, besides how lovely it is and how tasty it is that it's all estate-grown grapes. So you know it's from right here in Loudoun County, right down the street, 20 minutes from where you guys live. In my house, Thursday tends to be rosé day. I tend to have rosés in my cabinet, but then I never have an excuse to drink them. And I keep thinking, I'm going to have the perfect night for it. I'm going to have the perfect night, and I don't. So we declared Thursday to be rosé day at our house. And so if we're drinking wine then, it's going to be a rosé. And in my house, we'd be pairing this with some brie and some olives. I don't know, last night when we were drinking this, you had the stuffed grape leaves.
I did, yes.
Which was a great idea.
Yeah. So this wine is a little on the savory side versus the real fruity of the other rosé. So it's going to pair with more savory foods, something with a little bit of salt, the olives, the artichoke dip, the dolmas, and it worked really well last night, and it will work as we go forward. And as we start warming up and you're having these socially distant but still fun activities out on porches, outside, it's really going to pair well with whatever you have to drink outside.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Carl, we've been open actually 8 years now.
It's been 8 years now, yeah. We opened in 2012, right around Mother's Day. We planted our first grapes in 2012, which allowed us to make our first estate wine in 2014. And ever since then, we've been planting more grapes. We're at about 21 acres of grapes now, and last year's vintage was 100% estate grown. And while we don't mind buying grapes from our neighbors if we need them or we want to try something different, we really set out in 2012 with a goal of being 100% estate grown, and we did reach that last year. So we're real happy. We're planting 2 more acres this year, and we'll continue to grow and continue to make wine off this property.
So speaking of wine, I'm going to pour some Cab Sauv
Yes,
in our
we were
glass.
speaking of wine.
So I'm going to put some Cabernet Sauvignon in your glass, and we can talk about that. Oh, wait, look. You see what this is? This is...
Wow, what a transition. That was amazing.
I know. So we were very, very pleased this year to have won the Virginia Governor's Cup for 2020. And we won it for our dessert wine, which is a Vidal Pasito. It's very nice, the recognition that we received. There were over 500 wines entered into the competition, and what's really nice about our win this year on this is that this is the first Loudon grown wine produced by a Loudon winemaker that has won that very prestigious award. And so we're real proud of Carl and of the Vidal grapes that he grew and turned into just an amazing wine that the Governor's Cup was awarded to.
Yeah, that was a thrill to be the first Loudon grown wine to win the award, so we were very excited about that. And when you can come back out to the vineyard, we hope to see you and we'll have you taste that.
Absolutely. All right, so tell us about the Cab Sauv that's now in your glass.
Cab Sauv.
Ooh, wow. That smells so good.
Is a nice big Cabernet Sauvignon. So it's 100% Cabernet Sauvignon. So we haven't cut it with anything else or blended it with anything else. We typically blend all our wines, but this one, the Cabernet, was such that it could stand alone on its own. So it's got a lot of those great blackberry, dark fruit characters that you'd expect from a Cabernet. But it's not so overwhelming that you wouldn't be able to serve it with, things you would eat during the summer. Any sort of beef you do on a grill, burgers, things of that nature.
Yes.
So again, wine is an extension of food. It's a part of a meal, and it's meant to enhance the meal along with, bring everything that wine does to a meal. And we really think that this will pair nicely with, summer fare. So when you have it, you don't have to go out of your way to create something big and heavy to pair it with. You can pair it with whatever you're cooking that night. So we're excited for you to try this wine as well.
You know what I think it would pair really nicely with?
What's that, Nancy?
For me, it would be the back deck with the fire pit going, and just a glass of this, even after dinner, sitting outside on the back deck. I think would be fabulous.
Well, I think that would be
You'd
great.
do that too?
Yes, I would do that too.
All right.
Maybe
Okay,
a glass with dinner and a glass after dinner.
Yes. But then that means we're going to finish the whole bottle.
I know we can get more.
Okay, good deal. Well, we really want to thank y'all very much for supporting the local Virginia wines at this time. And I really want to thank Dana and everybody at Brambleton who put this program together to make sure that you guys have really good wine to drink. Y'all have a little bit of fun hearing about what the wines, how they present in your glass and where they came from. And we want to really encourage y'all, once all of this is over, to come out and visit with all of the local Virginia wineries, and 868 Estate especially. We've got plenty of space out in our picnic area. We've got a very friendly staff who are really looking forward to being back at work and able to pour you a glass and sell you a bottle to go home with. So thank you very much, and hey.
Yes, thank you. And if it's not us, support your Virginia winery and your Virginia small businesses.
Absolutely. Cheers.
Cheers.